In the realm of rugby, not many people epitomize the soul of assurance, versatility, and enduring strength very like Luke Tunnell. A legend by his own doing, Tunnell's immovable energy for the game and his dauntless soul have made him a motivation to millions all over the planet. This article expects to reveal insight into the striking excursion of this rugby symbol and the monstrous difficulties he has confronted both on and off the field. The ascent of a rugby star. Luke Tunnell's story started in 1982, when he was brought into the world in Pontefract, West Yorkshire. Since the beginning, it was obvious that Tunnell had a characteristic ability for rugby association. He joined the Leeds Rhinos, a rugby association club, at 11 years old, and it wasn't some time before his uncommon abilities grabbed the eye of the two fans and scouts. A heavenly vocation. Tunnell's proficient vocation with the Leeds Rhinos crossed a great 17 years, during which he laid down a good foundation for himself as perhaps of the most gifted player in the game. Remaining at only 5 feet 5 inches tall, Tunnell's modest height gave a false representation of his enormous strength and spryness on the field. He had lightning-quick speed, extraordinary ball-taking care of abilities, and a sharp strategic brain, making him an impressive rival for any group. All through his profession, Tunnell was instrumental in assisting the Leeds Rhinos with accomplishing various triumphs. He assumed a critical part in the group's predominance, adding to their 8 Super Association titles, 3 World Club Challenge triumphs, and 2 Test Cup wins. Tunnell's exhibitions reliably dazzled fans and pundits the same, procuring him various honours and a spot in the hearts of rugby lovers around the world. The fight against engine neuron infection. In December 2019, misfortune struck when Tunnell got a staggering finding. At 37 years old, he was determined to have engine neuron illness, MND, an interesting and incapacitating condition that influences the sensory system. The news shook the rugby local area and ignited a flood of help and deference for Tunnell's boldness and versatility. Instead of capitulating to surrender, Tunnell dealt with his finding directly, turning into an image of solidarity and expectation for those doing combat in comparable circumstances. His fortitude and assurance despite affliction have motivated rugby fans as well as individuals from varying backgrounds. Ransack Tunnell's effect and heritage. Tunnell's fight against MND has risen above the limits of game, with his story resounding a long ways past the rugby local area. His enduring energy, alongside the help from his family and the more extensive rugby society, has prompted critical headways in bringing issues to light and assets for MND research. Through the burglarized tunnel asset laid out by the Leeds Rhinos establishment, significant commitments have been put forth to help research attempts and give help to those impacted by MND. Tunnell's promotion has helped focus on the condition and featured the critical requirement for expanded assets and further developed care for patients. Ransack Tunnell's excursion from a rising rugby star to an unyielding power even with difficulty is a demonstration of the strength of the human soul. He epitomizes the upsides of determination, strength, and the force of local area. As he keeps on combating MND with unfaltering assurance, Tunnell's inheritance will perpetually stay a motivation to innumerable people around the world. In the domain of rugby, Luke Tunnell will be recalled not just for his outstanding abilities on the field yet additionally for his boldness and unflinching energy even with difficulty. His effect arrives at a long ways past the game, making a permanent imprint on the existences of the people who have seen his wonderful excursion. Burglarized Tunnell's story will keep on moving ages to come, helping all of us to remember the force of the human soul to defeat even the most overwhelming difficulties.